Hello everyone and welcome to the LSI F1 Championship. We're here today for round 6 of the calendar. Monaco. We've actually decided to make it a night race, so if the host has made that a night race, that's great. But yeah, we have 16 drivers on the grid. We're not having reserve drivers today because we thought it'd be better for the championship as it is Monaco. So we're gonna just have the permanent drivers here today. And hopefully we are in for a good race. We're just gonna go straight onto the track review. And as we go into turn 1, I can't see the thing, but as we go into turn 1, you got the next little straight thing. Coming round a left turn and a right turn, straight. There's a little bump in the road somewhere. I can't quite see it because there's a delay, and because of F1 2019, I can't actually alt tab. So unfortunately, that's how it's going to work. So as you just carry on watching that, I will change over shortly once I sort out my elementary. And okay, sorry about that long silence as you carry on. And that's probably about it. So, next camera, we are ready to go racing. Just gonna look who we can see. I just remembered that I forgot to turn the quality settings up on my computer. So that's great. But we can get past that, hopefully. So it's not too big of a problem. Who have we got first out on track? It looks like we got the other Red Bull of Progster coming out on track. Progster looking for a good result today. I think they had a bit of bad luck previously, and I think my game's muted. Hopefully my game isn't muted anymore though. But as we come down the start-finish straight into the first corner, how do they go? Very nicely. Just avoiding the bumps up this start-finish straight, nice and tight on the left. Not losing the rear end through there. Missing that bump again, quite a bumpy track as it's a street circuit. Purple sectors, they're the first one to go, but there is a yellow. They've got a car ahead, and I'm gonna have to hope that this car moves out the way or is fast enough, and it's a Mercedes, which is Ruber or Arkin. So Ruber unfortunately didn't have time to choose their car, so actually it's not a Mercedes, I don't know what car it is. I think they must have moved out the way now. Oh yeah, I think they moved out the way, I'm not sure anyway. But that was a Mercedes. And as they come around the final corners, lock up a little bit. Not too much though, that should be okay. As they come around the final corner, ERS open. And where do they go? A 110. Watch out for their teammate coming across the line very shortly also. And they've gone into the pits instead. But we do have a Mercedes. And that is Ruber on their first lap. And they've hit the wall, and they've lost their wing. Ruber, usually a very quick one round the street circuits, but they've unfortunately just lopped their wing off there, and it can be a very difficult lap. They might set the time, I'm not sure. It's going to be a tricky thing. I chose the wrong car. Yeah, unfortunately. I think the game shows for you, I think, because unfortunately you didn't choose in time, but never mind. Not much of a problem. It will be absolutely fine. Oh, and that is Vulcan right into the wall. Lost his wing, but that car must be absolutely solid. How did they not DNF there? I just want to quickly go back here. And so Mario did get an invalidated lap time, unfortunately. For Rosso, Honey's gone fastest lap there, a 1:09. Very impressive. A 1:10 for Progster, a 1:11.1 for Igapro. Level Light just behind in a 1:11.5. They contended for the win last time around at Monaco, as did Ruber. As I said, they're very good around street circuits. However, unfortunately, they didn't come out on top. Flamings did actually come out on top at the end of that. And so that was good. And but unfortunately, Flamings is not here with us today. So yeah, hell of a shame they don't have a computer right now. I just want to quickly go back to a very impressive man right here. Cisco Jr., after being ill last time around at Spain, and they've managed to somehow already work their way back up into the league. They're already recovered somehow, and it's amazing to see. I don't know how they've done it, but they're here to race, and hopefully we can see a good race from Cisco. Cisco very, very good at defending. That's one quality that we have noticed quite a lot. So hopefully they can do well here today. And well, Monaco, not really a track that you need to defend at, but I'm not quite sure. It's going to be interesting. That's one more thing. This track, most importantly, you need to not see track limits, have a good strategy, have a good setup, and most importantly, get a good qualifying position. That's pretty much it. Qualifying is key at Monaco, so fortunately, some people can't get that done, but hopefully get better. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry about that. Stop there. So, just going to look for cars on laps, and it looks like PJ's on the lap. How is their car looking? Have they got all front wing? They have. Magic's always also on the lap. Are they ahead? They are. We'll go on board with Magic as they come very close to the wall. Very nicely done. Going at some extreme pace. And as they come into the final sector, a bit of a lock-up like their teammate did Progster, but can they beat Honey? Can they go for that provisional pole? They cross the line. And it is. They are 1:09.4. That's almost, yeah, so that's 4/10 quicker. There's a McLaren wing off on the floor there. Wonder what that one's from. But PJ goes and sets a 1:12 into 8th place. I think somebody just did better and beat that. Not quite sure. Not quite sure who's out. Looks like Level Light is out for another go. Interesting to see that they might have a different kind of strategy from everyone. Because usually people go into the pits and then they come out again towards the end of the session. But it looks as if people are already going for a second run, which is very interesting. Hope everybody in the stream is doing well. Happy VE Day to everybody who celebrates that. And Level Light just getting ready to go on their lap. They're going to have to... They're waiting for traffic to get out of the way ahead, but they've got Magic right on their tail now, so that's going to be... Is that Magic? Or Progster? That's Progster. Right on their tail, so Progster's going to either have to go slow to start with. I think maybe that... Yeah, they're on a... Yeah, they've done a lap, so they will be saving their tyres and they will not be going for another lap, I don't think. I don't believe. But we'll see as we go back with Level Light. Purple first sector, very nicely done from the Williams driver. Maybe we can see them challenge for the win again. Last time we did, and they won at the last street circuit. So it's going to be interesting to see. We've got a safety car up ahead in the tunnel. Good Night's retired from the session, and they will be at the back, unfortunately. Where was that? Sebok moving out the way. Also, Tiff Honey moving out the way. And there is Good Night's car in the middle there, and it looks like they've just hit the wall. And that's a hell of a shame. It does not stop Level Light, though. Level Light does not flinch and carries on. I think they might have gone purple in the middle sector, actually. But we'll see as they go across the line. DRS wide open. Very nicely done. And it's 4th place, a 110.061. Pretty impressive, I think. That's in my opinion, anyway. Some drivers said they are getting into the 1.8, but that's something to watch out for. Maybe we can see it, especially with one of these, a person like this, Sebok. Very good around Monaco as they go purple in the first sector. And yeah, Sebok, last time around race winner. They are on a roll with their podiums, and they've drifted. WRC, Rallycross, and they've managed to save it, but they have lost their wing, and that will be their lap over, unfortunately. So that's a hell of a shame for the Renault driver. They're going to have to go into the pits and come out again, and hopefully they can do what they did again in the first sector and get that purple once again. Hopefully we can see that happen. But unfortunately, that looks like that will be their lap over, as we probably see them come into the pits right now. And they do. They come into the pits. Okay, very nice. Looking for other cars on track. It looks like Cisco and Hardcore. Hardcore's just ahead, so we'll go on board with Hardcore. Hardcore's our no assist driver in this league. That I got to say, that little curb there on the exit of them, like kind of S bit, not the chicane, but the little S bit. That seems to be catching quite a few people on their tyres and almost forcing them into a spin. One thing to say, Hardcore, very nicely done. Last time around, ended up getting themselves a permanent seat in the league at Racing Point. So very nicely done from Hardcore. Hardcore, very well earned. Another one was Good Night, but they will be starting 17th, or, well, I say higher if somebody gets disqualified, but we will see. Good Night will be starting 17th so far. So unfortunately, that has been their first race with Haas so far, and well, they're going to have a job to work their way up to the top, but hopefully they can do. I know they get quite a lot of practice in. Hopefully we can see a good result in the end. During the race, a lot of people are different compared to qualifying in the race, so maybe they are better. Arkin moving out the way of Magic, who is currently on a lap. I don't know what their lap is like. They didn't lock up there. It looked like going into the pits anyway, so they must have aborted that. I reckon they're probably going to go get some new tyres on and then go out again for the last time. So we're going to have to go on with Arkin, who's going to start a lap. And okay, we will watch on board with Arkin. Actually, I just want to quickly go over to these guys. Is Secking on a faster lap? It looks like it. Okay, but we will carry on with Arkin though. Potential challenger for pole position. Anniversary for Arkin, actually, I must say. And Iger Pro and Arkin. First ever time they drove in the league was last time in season one. Season 1 at Monaco. So nice to see them still driving. True legends of this league. And hopefully we can see some more success come their way soon. Arkin, 4 points away from the title win last time in season 1. As they go purple, actually. They've just invalidated their lap time. They are not going to be happy with that. They went purple into the second sector, and they're going to have to wait again. I don't know if they're going for it again. I don't think they are, but maybe they are. We'll see. We'll see. Looking for somebody else. Looks like Level Light's going pretty quick. Purple sector in the first sector once again. And they come out into the tunnel section. Looks like we've got a car ahead. I'm not quite sure if it's traffic or if it's a fast car. But anyway, they shouldn't be going slow because that is the rule. But that is PJ, and they have found a suitable spot to slow down, so very nicely done. And purple sector again from Level Light. So Level Light is on a run. Will they get pole position? So they've got 2 purple sectors. Can they improve their time? Last time around they did, but they didn't just quite get the top. I think they lost that in the 3rd sector, but they did manage to get well, even further. They went purple, 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 I think. I don't know where they lost their time to Magic, but they're very quick. Just beating Tiff Honey's lap, actually, so in 2nd place. Not a bad place to be on the grid, though. But Magic does currently have the advantage. Tiff Honey on the lap. What are they currently doing? We didn't get to see their sector colour. We'll watch on board until we do, though. Then we'll go on with Iger Pro, who's on an out lap right now, and then we'll see them go on their final lap. What kind of sector does Tiff Honey set? Doesn't actually set a coloured sector, so that's interesting to see. As they come into the final corner. And they go into the pits. And that's Iger Pro already started their lap. If Honey's retired from the session, they've given up, I think. 3rd place is enough for them. And that is how it will go for them. Iger Pro going very, very quick. Just keeping the car on track there. Just having a little bit of a spin. Pushing the absolute limit. I'm not quite sure what sector they set. We'll see, though. Not quite hitting the apex, but they are going very wide. So that's an interesting technique, if it is a technique, or if they're just losing out a bit. But, and they've hit the wall. That's a hell of a shame. And that looks like they've got no damage. They've got no damage, which is very strange. And now they do as they go and clout the wall there. Unfortunately, I don't know if they're improving on their time. I mean, they've hit the wall twice now. And almost spinning, but they do go, and that's Reba unfortunately leaving the session, but they should be able to join back. I don't know if they'll be able to get another lap in, though. Looks very tight from the state. Vibes in the Ferrari earned his way up after the transfers. Progzer also moved into Red Bull. The reason for those moves, because Progzer got a very good relationship with Magic, and Vibes has a very good relationship with Iger Pro, so that's interesting. We're just looking to see that Mario has slowed down. They seem to have damaged their wing as they move out the way for Magic, who's going on a fast lap, actually. We'll see. We'll see if they can improve. And I think they're braking a lot earlier. I'm not sure if they're going for a lap or not. If they're not now, they sure will. As they don't improve, so maybe there wasn't a lap, but they do keep going. Iger Pro and Arkin have both retired from the session. Ruber has left the session again, so proving to have some difficulties there. The second retired from the session. Good night. Retired earlier. And it looks like the second's just retired on track, I think. Okay. That's interesting. And they have just retired on track, but never mind. Meanwhile, Arkin went purple in the 2nd sector. They've touched the wall a little bit there, but hopefully we can see a good lap from Arkin as they come around the final corner. Once again, the Prince of Qualifying. Can he get a good result? Oh, just in 9th place. He did set a purple lap, but purple sector, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to move him up to the top. Vulcan very, very good in qualifying back in Season 1, and we've seen some very good performances in Season 2 and in Season 3, but unfortunately in the race it never quite goes together too well for them, and yeah, didn't work out there. But that has been your Monaco GP qualifying so far, and well, we've had Magic on pole once again, and it's going to prove to be an exciting race with Magic on pole. The two Red Bull front row lockout with Progster just behind and Level Light lining up third place. Just got beaten by Progster at the end, unfortunately. But as we go into the race, it's going to prove to be quite difficult as a lot of people had some issues, but Good Night will be starting at the back there with no time, unfortunately. We will see you very shortly for the Monaco GP. Hello everyone and welcome back to the LSI F1 Championship. We're here today for the Monaco GP. We're just getting underway with the formation lap. And, well, hopefully we can see some racing, great racing off the start line very shortly as everybody warms up their tyres. Just getting ready to go. I'm just checking if I'm actually talking to you. I think I am. There we go. I am. Sorry about that. But we're back, and I'm just going to quickly go through your grid as we will put on the tyres. So, Magic, pole position once again in the Red Bull. Soft tyres, very nicely done from the Red Bull driver. Progster just behind the teammate, a front row lockup for the Red Bull team in the soft tyres as well. Level Light with the soft tyres, Tiff Honey soft tyres. Sebok, Vibes, Mario, Rubert, Vulcan, or soft tyres. Arkin in the top 10 without the soft tyres. They went for the medium tyres. There's going to be an interesting strategy. Maybe we can see Arkin work their way up to the top in the race. Iger Pro also going for those medium tyres as they were in 11th and lower. They got to choose after that qualifying position. Strong with the medium tyres as well. PJ with the soft tyres. Disco the soft tyres. Hardcore with the medium tyres. The second with the soft tyres. And Good Night with the soft tyres as well. Unfortunately didn't set a lap time. But we're just about to get ready for the start of the Grand Prix. Can't really find a good photo. Looks like we're just going to have to wait for this. It looks like there's a little bit of a bug, fortunately. Hello everyone and welcome to the LSI F1 Championship. We're here today for the Monaco GP after a restart. After the restart, thank you for the follows, by the way, I just want to say. But after that restart, we still had a load of people leave the session. Have to leave the session because there's all of the bugs. Okay, I think we're just going to have to go for it. And unfortunately, now we've only got 17 drivers. Not 17, I think it's more like 12 actually, because of Good Night, Arkin, PJ, and I can't remember who else that was. Looks like And it looks like we're going to restart again. One more time. One more time. We will restart one more time. I am very sorry about this. Hello everyone, and it's lights out and away we go. I forgot we're not doing a formation nap. It looks like we got a wow, Ruber. Okay, I think he must have got a what's it called? A jump start. And wow, okay, so he's got a drive-through penalty, but he is up. He is up into first place, and we've already got a safety car. And that looks like the second got no wing. It looks like a Renault's also got little wing as well, which looks, as this goes round the back, is Cisco's wing. Looks like Goodnight had to give a position back, which is weird. I don't know if I'm talking to you. That was a bit of a rush to get ready for the start, but we're here, and we're going again. As we've got the safety car right now, I'm going to go straight into get the telemetry up. And we will go and look at the driver change, or the position changes. We've got Ruber. I think they got a jump start, but they took it anyway. I don't know if they've lost connection. I don't know. Ruber left the session again, and that's Vibes DNF'd. Vibes has DNF'd, and it looks like the second almost crashing as well. Oh, this is terrible. Vibes is DNF'd here? What? Debut for Ferrari, and it's all over for Vibes, and looks like the second's struggling there. What a shame for those guys, and it looks like we've got Seb up. We will have the second. We've got Goodnight, Hardcore, PJ all in the pits. Cisco was in the pits as well. So Cisco pitted before Sebok, but I thought Sebok was behind. That's weird. Unless there was an incident with somebody. I'm not quite sure. But as I said, I'm going to go through the grid. So Magic Progzer, of course, lost a position due to that jump start from Rubert. Tear of Honey still in 4th place as Level Lights and Tear of Honey switch. Mario in 6th place, going up a position. Arkin in 7th place, going up as 2 positions. Mario went up because of Vibes going down, but I can't remember who else was ahead of Arkin. Strong in 8th place. Iger in 9th, moved up a position. Well, I thought they moved up from 11th into 10th, but no, into 9th. That means... Oh wait, because people left the session. Vulcan left the session, unfortunately. So that is how that goes, unfortunately. Cisco in 10th, PJ in 11th, and Sebok in 12th. Goodnight in 13th, Hardcore in 14th, and the second all the way back at the back. Now got their full front wing, but they're going to have to catch up as they're almost lapped. They're one... Wow, okay, so they got 2 sectors to gain onto the safety car. So, as you can see, Ruber just behind the safety car right now. Everybody's so close right now. It's going to be tough. Everybody's got to keep aware and not go into the back of one another. They've actually got Red Bull car livery and, well, 2 Williams cars either side of that. So, interesting to see. But unfortunately, Level Light has lost a bit. Lost their 2 positions. Hell of a shame. And Vibes complaining in the chat after... So they said 2 people jump the start and then they get affected. So maybe they were hit by... There was 2 people who jumped the start. I'm not quite sure who it was. But we're going to have to go around another lap into lap 4. And hopefully the second can gain enough as we just watch them drive around the track and get to the grid. I just want to say, how's everybody doing in the stream? Hope you're all good right now. Just as we wait for the race to get underway once again. Thank you for the 2 follows, whoever they were from. While we're off stream, unfortunately I couldn't see. Apparently Iger Pros ignored yellow flags, even though they're catching up to the pack. They got a 5-second penalty, which is odd, but there we go. They've now, I think they've pitted actually. They did pit, and now they're just behind. We're just going to look at everybody's stops. It looks like the bottom 5 have all stopped. Sebok, Iger, good night. Hardcore, the second, all... Oh, not the second. They're all on hards, the other guys. So their strategy is going to be interesting. Because... Well, they're not going to need to pit until later on in the race, where they'll probably put soft tyres on. So these guys will be in a chance for a fastest lap for sure. But could they go for a win? I don't know. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a tricky situation. I don't know if it's going to work that well. But as we get ready to go for the restart of the Monaco GP, and Rubik goes straight away on the start, and he's pulled away. Looks like a pretty good getaway. Have we got any battles behind as we go into turn 1? Doesn't look like it, and it looks like Strong's gone into the pits, and they've just come out, and it looks like Arkin is going to take that. They've got Strong right now, right at the back of them. Actually, Strong didn't go in the pits, so he just slowed down for some reason. And do we have any more people side by side? And it doesn't look like it. Everybody's just going for it. Rubert is ahead, and they're going to have to make the most of this, as they will have to take their drive-through penalty, I believe. Unless they got a lightning start. I don't think they did. Did anybody see that on the stream? I don't think they did, but they might have done. But as they carry on through this Grand Prix, through the circuit, trying to keep it on the track. Tyres looking okay right now, should be anyway. Hopefully they can keep their wing as well and not disturb anyone behind. Doesn't look like we're going to get any overtakes. It looks like Magic's actually losing a bit of time. Rupert's doing pretty well here as they get fastest lap on the 6th lap, so very nicely done. Rupert's doing pretty well. I was going to say it's the 2nd lap, because I think it's the 2nd lap that they've been racing. But yeah, looks like pretty close together from the top 5, and then there's a little bit of a gap between him and Mario, and then Arkin and Strong, a little gap. Everybody behind, and that's a virtual safety car. Didn't realise that. Okay, so it looks like we have not Iger Pro. We've got Goodnight and Cisco both in the pits. Hardcore had gone in the pits. That means PJ had to wait for his teammate to go through. Looks like PJ had a bit of a time penalty where they had to, the pit crew had to wait. So that's cost PJ a lot of time, and now they're at the back. The second gone into the pits and went onto some medium tyres. So they've had another chance to pit again, so that's interesting to see from them. And, well, they're going to still have to keep in their delta. And hopefully not get a penalty on their way out. Now everybody should be clear, but there's a huge gap between pretty much... And we are racing again. There's a huge gap. DRS is enabled, by the way, but there's a huge gap between 1st and 2nd. Well, and there's starting to be a gap between 2nd and 3rd as well. 4th and 3rd look pretty close together. And I mean, everybody's pretty much spreading out. There's no battles now. further down the grid anyway, and it all looks like Cisco pushing the limits there as their tail whips out the corner on the hard tyres actually, so interesting to see. And Good Night, just about slowing the car down. Arkin meanwhile goes and gets a 3-second time penalty, very tricky circuit, and you go slightly over the corner and you do get a time penalty, and that was Good Night into the wall there, and they've lost their wing, just putting the brakes on a little bit too late, and that looks like they're gonna maybe have to pit again. Looks like quite a hefty bump they've done there, and that looks like they're gonna have to either be very slow or go into the pits again. Interesting to see though. And now, Rupert's taken the penalty. He's taken the penalty now. I don't know if he had to take it in a certain number of laps, but that is Rupert into the pits. And where will they come out? It looks like on the map, looks like it will be 9th place. Eiger Pro's just too far back for looking for a position there, but unfortunately Eiger Pro cannot make a move there. Now they've got a fairly old tyres compared to the other guys on the hards and softs and mediums who've just recently pitted. But as we carry on, we look up further up the grid. Sebok now gained a position from Rupert, and they're just having to try and salvage this race so far after, well, a difficult start for pretty much everyone. But Sebok in 8th place right now. Hopefully they can hunt down Strong and have a good battle. These two guys battled it out in Spain. Strong just missed out on the win. If there was one more lap, I think there would have been a very nice battle. But he just missed out on the win last time around in Spain. So Strong, Sebok, close rivals right now. So hopefully we can see some battles later on in the race. Strong catching up to Arkin. Arkin, their, well, rival in Season 1 and pretty much always will be their rival after that season. And, well, hopefully we can see a battle between Arkin and Strong as well. So that could be a 3-way battle later on in the race. Hopefully we can see some overtakes. Mario looks like they got a pretty relaxed race right now. They got no cars around them pretty much. So it's pretty quiet for them. Looks like Level Light is right behind Tiff Honey. But can Level Light get any moves done shortly? It looks like Progster's also losing a bit of time. Good Night's being lapped already, and Magic looks like they are getting away from the pack. And yeah, I mean, Magic's got some extreme pace, but it looks like now we got a top 3 battle. Well, a battle for second, would you say? I don't know if looks like Level Light might have lost a bit of time there, but Tiffany cutting the corner very, very tightly there, I had to say. But I think they managed to get away with it, so we'll see. Level Light, one of the kings of the street circuits, and it looks like Tiff Honey's gone into the pits, so Level Light's going to take that position, have clear air ahead, and they got DRS, so hopefully they can now gain onto Progster, maybe even earn a position maybe out-pit Tiff Honey. I don't know if they wanted a different strategy or if they made a mistake or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But they've had to pit, and, well, that's interesting. So we'll see, actually. Where are they? Arkin's pitting already as well, so I think this must be the pit window. Lap 10 must be the pit window for a few. Maybe a bit later for Mothers. We'll see with the racing point of... Actually, no, Hardcore won't be doing that as they have pitted already anyway. But Magic, right now in the lead. Very, very healthy 2-second gap. He's got to try and keep it on the track, though. No mistakes. They had a few mistakes in the last 2 races at Azerbaijan and Spain, so hopefully we can see them back with their old self again and their constantly winning Magic motivation, like in Australia, Bahrain and China. Currently the most wins in Season 2 and, well, very highly ranked in the league win-wise as well. I think they might be working their way to the top of the leaderboard actually after this race if they win it. I'm not quite sure where they'll be. I think they're around third or second right now, so it's going to be interesting to see. I think they have to be either Strong or Eiger Pro to take that, but we will see. And looks like already lapping PJ as well, so looks like going to be a bit of traffic ahead, but hopefully they can move past that as the cars do ghost. We will see though. Progster, second place. Now, actually, yeah, Level Light is gaining. He's gaining. So, can Level Light... Oh, no. Progster goes into pits, as it is the pit window, I say. It is the pit window. So, Level Light, he was gaining quite nicely, actually. So, maybe they can gain or keep a consistent gap with Magic. But, yeah, they were doing very well there. But now they do have a 3-second gap between Magic and themselves. Mario just behind. They lap their teammate. Well, looks like Goodnight did get a better run out of that though. But they are ahead and they will be lapping soon for sure. As they just get a slightly better line. Hopefully they're not too distracted by Goodnight's ghost car. Goodnight's actually lost some wings, so they're just going to be very slow. They're going to have to wait till the pits. Looks like Strong is moving up through and putting pressure onto Mario. Sebok also gaining. Can he get anything done though? The two cars ahead will be battling, and oh, very close, very close. That means a bit of a mistake for Strong there as they brake too late. And does that allow Sebok to gain anything? And it looks like, oh, I think, yeah, Strong's lost some wing there. I think they lost some wing. They just touched the wall there, and now they're going to be struggling. Hopefully they can still battle though, but we'll see. I just want to highlight the fact that Level Light, I think last time I checked it was a 3-second gap, so they are gaining to the back of Magic, but somebody has retired from the race, and that's Arkin. Arkin's retired and left. They were facing backwards, and that's a virtual safety car. I just want to quickly see if we can see. Yeah, so it's around here. There is where they were backwards, and they just had to retire the car. I think they thought it's too dangerous to try and turn around, and they have ended their race already. I'm not quite sure what happened there. If they actually did DNF or they just spun the car. That was interesting to see, but that is Arkin's race over. Mercedes are out of this race. Level Light. Oh wait, no, Rupert. They were in the Mercedes earlier, but the Mercedes team have no cars left in this race, and they are out for the time being. Arkin, unfortunately, not scoring any points now. A hell of a shame there. But we'll carry on to see any battles. Can we see some closer battles? Magic now. The gap between Level Light is gaining, or is expanding, because Level Light is in the pits. So currently, looks like Strong will be taking the same strategy as Magic, and so will Sebok. Sebok gets DRS there, hunting down, putting the pressure on Strong. Strong hasn't got any front wing on the left side. We could see an aggressive move from Sebok, the Finnish driver, one of the most aggressive drivers you can see in the LSI F1 Championship. We're here today to see that. Can we see any moves shortly? It's going to be interesting. And just as you can see the sequence of corners as they go through, looks like Progs is hunting them down. Progs are on a significantly fresher tyre, on the medium tyres, so they're a lot. They'll be a lot quicker than the guys ahead. A lot quicker. Sebok should be quicker than Strong eventually when the tyres start to wear down. But these guys have pitted already once, so it's going to be interesting to see. Actually, Sebok's pitted once, but they will be able to go a bit longer as they're on the longer tyres. Strong's on the longer tyres compared to Magic, but they've damaged their car, and it's going to be interesting to see as they get a very good run actually out of the corner. Progs are not really going to find anywhere to move past Sebok. Actually, I forgot to mention, Magic is in the pits. Magic has pitted. And wow, Tea of Honey just behind. So a very good strategy for Tea of Honey here. They've theoretically gained a position, if you like. Well, you could say that Progster's gained the lead. Actually, yeah. Progster and Level Light has gained the lead. They've got ahead as Magic pitted, so maybe not a great strategy from Tea of Honey. And a terrible strategy, I would say, from Magic, as they... yeah, well, I think they got their tires a bit wrong. Their lap time a bit wrong. Maybe they should have pitted a bit earlier. But I'm not going to blame them. I'm not going to scream or shout or anything, because they're a racer. Not me. I'm not a racer, so it's going to be interesting to see their strategy. Hopefully we can see some magic being worked later on. They are gaining very quickly to Level Light and Progster though, so maybe they can make a position. Did you get my DM on Discord, Stefanio? No, I didn't. How you doing though? How you doing, Stefanio? Hopefully the stream's looking okay. Hopefully I haven't muted. I don't think I have. I didn't get your DM though. And all Magic's going for a position on Level Light. Oh my god, wow. That was interesting. Level Light, I don't know if they saw that at all. But, well, that was sure be a tricky move. A legendary move, but a very tricky move. And I don't think he managed to get it done. But now, Sebok is going to go for a move on Strong. Can he get it done? Strong locks up. Sebok, they're very close. Switch back from Sebok for sure. Oh, Strong, very nice defending. Very tricky, though. I think Strong... Wait, does Strong have a full wing? No, they do have damage. And that's a VSC. We've got a VSC. Looks like... Can we see anybody? Looks like... Oh, I think Arkin... Arkin's going very slow. Can we see any... I have no idea what that was. See how Igapro's doing. I know we're under the safety car, but... Looks like they got their whole front wing and they're just on the 13 lap old tyres. So they got a quite... an older strategy compared to the other guys. Good Night's gone on to... fresh medium tyres. Looks good, my man. I'm well, how are you? I'm good, thank you, how are you? Good, I'm well, okay. I'm good, thank you. Oh, sorry. So now, too late for the race, that's hell of a shame, Oliver Coop. But hopefully we can see you again soon. Was asking for a spot in the F1 driver... I will check that message again later on after the race, but we are restarted again for the race. And wow, okay, so Strong pitted. They only came out in 5th place. Oh, a lot of people have pitted. Level Light pitted. Magic pitted again onto the medium tyres. I reckon they're not going to go onto any more. They're not going to pit again. And Magic goes for the move. He's going to go for the move and they touch. They touch. But it doesn't look like there's any damage. I don't think there is. I think Magic's kept his wing. And yeah, he has. He has. Has he? I can't quite see. He has though. Yes, he has. Okay. That's good. But Level Light's pitted as well. And Tea of Honey's pitted. So that means Igapro's moved up into 6th place. So Igapro's going to be under some extreme pressure. And will Level Light go for a move? Looks like he could, but just a bit too far back. He's got some extreme pace and he's going to try and look around the outside. Can he get anything done? He's going to have to try and clear Igapro. Igapro's very slow on those tyres right now. So hopefully he can get a move done. And Igapro, there's nowhere to go. He doesn't even need to defend because this circuit is so difficult to make any kind of overtake. You can just see how difficult it is to follow closely like this behind another car. But those are the guys who have pitted. Igapro hasn't pitted. They will be moving down. Strong in 5th place. They have pitted, so they've worked out pretty nicely on their strategy. And I think they might have flipped the wall, but they didn't. But they have now got a full front wing and medium tyres, pretty fresh as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. Ruber in 4th place after making their bad start with their what do you call it? Jump start. They managed to make their way back up into 4th place, and with 3 lap old tyres, they're not too bad. They are not too bad. Well, 4 lap old tyres, they're not too bad. So hopefully we can see a good result from them. Fellow German driver up ahead in 3rd place. Slightly older tyres, 1 lap older tyres, but we'll see if that works out. Hopefully they can get a good result. We're currently in 3rd place right now. Progs are up into 2nd place, putting that pressure, should I say, on to the back of Sebok. Sebok on 17 lap old hard tyres, so it's going to start to wear down on Sebok. Sebok's going to start to feel the pressure, start to feel the wear as Progza pushes and puts the pressure on. Maybe Progza could get a move done very shortly. We'll see. We'll see. As they follow extremely closely. I don't know if... Well, I'll say Sebok probably won't defend much because of their current situation. But it's Sebok. Sebok's very aggressive, and I don't think they're going to give up a position very easily. But we'll see if there can be a move done at all shortly, if ever. No, not right now. We're just going to go back with the grid, and hopefully we can see something. And it looks like Level Light's been overtaken by Magic. Magic, you could see, as they went to look on the inside for a few opportunistic moves. And now they're going to go around the outside onto Igapro. How's this going to work out? And it looks like they're touched, and there's no room for Igapro. But Igapro manages to make it work. But he does get 3-second time penalty to make sure we make note of that and take that away, because he wasn't actually given any room, to be honest. I think they've still got their front wing though, but that was a hell of a shame. They weren't given any room, and they couldn't do anything about that. But Magic did make their way past eventually. Somehow they managed to get it done, and now Level Light is just stuck behind, as they weren't able to make the move, but they were ahead originally. So now Igapro's just pretty much a sitting duck. And can Level Light go for a move? For sure. Can he get it done? He's going to go for the inside. Igapro just leaves the space, but they touch. Oh, and there's no room. That's a hell of a clout from the 2 drivers. I don't think there's any damage. But now it looks like... I don't think Iga's going to be very happy with that, as Level Light just bullies his way past. But to be fair, Igapro is very slow right on the track at the moment. He is currently in a racing position, so it's not really there's not really a way you can speed up. But well, hey ho, he's just going to have to get overtaken. It looks like he's got a lag issue actually, unless he's slowed down, and that's just a lag issue for me. But I think he tried to go into the pits, and Tiffany might have touched him and pushed him ahead. So I'm not actually sure what happened. We'll see after the race. And always going very deep. He's really struggling on these tires, so we need to probably go for the pits. We will look back at that shortly if we can see any more close battles. It doesn't look like it. Everybody at the back there is lapped, but Progs at Sebok very close together. Hopefully we can see a good battle between them. I just want to go back to Magic. Magic's got nobody ahead of him right now. Strong is 4 seconds ahead, and close battling with Mario. So these 2 guys are going to slow each other down a bit, and that's going to allow Magic to push up ahead, and they touch. Very risky. We can't see any damage though, especially on the Alpha wing, which is black, so we can't actually see if there's any damage, but that's a hell of a shame. But and it looks like Strong's had a very good exit, and there's going to be no room for sure. But can Strong go for a move as the former champion tries to work his way round the Haas car? But I don't think he's going to be able to do it. And then we're going to go even further. Oh, wow. Okay, so this battle has slowed them down so much. Magic has been able to make a 2-second advantage during, like, well, I don't know, a sector, 1 sector. So that's a hell of a shame for Magic. And oh, that's a car moving out the way, I believe. And that's Mario. Is that Mario? I think that was Mario. Unless there's a lapped car that was getting out the way. We'll see if it was Goodnight. And it wasn't. So Mario, I think they got a time penalty and they crossed the corner thing. So that's going to be costly. Unless they didn't get a time penalty and they almost crashed into the wall. And that allows Strong to get through. Now, Strong, can they break away from the pack? Magic's very quickly. So maybe this is going to allow Strong to have a free pass. And if Magic is slowed down by trying to get past Mario, which, well, from what we've seen so far, it's not going to take long for Magic to get past. But will this help Strong? It looks like it is. Strong looks like he's considerably quicker than Mario right now. It's going to be interesting to see, can Magic make any kind of move? Going to have to wait and we'll see. We're going to go into the tunnel view. Maybe we can see a move done. We're just going to look back at these guys. 21 lap old tyres now with Sebok. It's going to start to wear. Poor old Progzer is just going to be waiting and he's going to want to try and get Sebok out of his way so Progzer can go and take the lead, maybe even take the win. Progzer just taking caution on the pit entry there to just wait to see if Sebok does go into the pits, and he's going to go for a move for sure. He's going to go for the inside, but Strong Sebok's just defending. He's just defending. He's keeping his car in the middle of the track, and Progzer can't get anything done. Progzer, this is going to be costly as his teammate is going for a move on Mario already, and can he get a move done? They're very close, and there's no contact with the wall, but how are they side by side? They're still side by side, and it looks like Mario's going to have to leave the room, but it's so tricky. Magic having to hug the wall as tight as he could there, trying to leave the space for two people, but he's managed to make it done somehow. From turn 1 to turn, I don't know, was that turn 3? Turn 2? They managed to somehow get it done. That was halfway. They were battling side by side halfway with the whole of Sector 1. So that's very impressive from them guys. But unfortunately Mario has lost out, and somehow Magic is so much quicker. And look how fast they've gained up onto Strong. So even though Strong got past Mario and was able to break away, Magic is so quick. Magic is super quick right now. And, well, they could even make a move. And that's Progzer in the pits. Progzer is in the pits. Wow, okay. That's going to be interesting. Where will he come out? And Magic's going to take the lead. Okay. Progzer could be either on a winning strategy or a losing strategy. They will probably be able to put in a fastest lap. Pro also goes into the pits as well. What tyre will they switch onto? As they switch onto, they get a time penalty, I think. It looks like they're going to be on the soft tyres, but we'll see. And they are on the soft tyres. So, that's 14 laps they're going to do on the soft tyres. So that is possible. They're probably going to go for fastest lap, and they could potentially get it. But we'll see. And he now loses a position to Cisco, and they will come out in 10th place. So they're currently in the correct position to get a fastest lap. Hopefully they can do that and gain a position. And that's all. Good night. Good night's retired from the session, and looks like they've crashed him. Can we go on board with the Red Bull with Progzer and see his car? Oh, and that's a hell of a shame. On exit of the corner there, out of the chicane, and unfortunately hit the wall, I think. Maybe even clipped his rear left tyre, and that is the end of Goodnight's race, unfortunately. We have 3 DNFs right now, and that's a yellow safety car in sector 2 and 3. I think that's just because of Goodnight's car. But I just want to say Mario has pitted. Mario's pitted now onto another set of medium tyres. So it's going to be interesting to see. So Mario onto those medium tyres. And, well, maybe we can see them do a quick lap as well. They're quicker than Pro in the in qualifying, so they could challenge for the fastest lap as well. As I say that, Progzer also could. Progzer either on a winning strategy as I was going on, or a losing strategy. 13 laps or 14 laps in this race left. And, well, pitted. We're just going to check the time, the interval between the leader and them. 21 seconds. So hopefully, or if those guys ahead, which, well, the leader will be pitting. But if those guys ahead do pit, then Progster will be able to take the win. That is if everybody pits right now, I think. But Progster's going to have a way to work, and they do go and set purple. So very nice to see that done. We're going to look on Pros on board to see if they can set a purple lap as they go into the chicane. And we'll watch on board. Nice angle view from a helicopter, I believe, or a drone. As we see, I think they've lost their wing. They've lost their wing, I believe. I don't know. We can't really see it. Yes, they have. So I don't think they're going to go for a fastest lap. But we'll see as they come across the line. And where do they go? And they get 1 second quicker than their fastest, their own fastest. But they don't get a fastest lap. So after losing their wing, I think that's going to be pretty much it. We're just going to see if we can see the fastest lap. It is Progster, but who is second quickest? And oh, actually, Pro's nowhere near quicker, 1:14, and everybody else ahead is in a 1:12. So he's considerably slow right now, but the race leader, I have to say, is in a 1:14. So that's going to be interesting to see. Maybe later on in the race we can see something change. Sebok still in the lead. For sure be struggling, for sure, with those tyres now. 26 laps old. They have to be wearing out now. And I think... Oh, okay. We've had a huge lockup between... Well, Strong ended up losing a position to Magic. Level Light has gained a position on their teammate, Rupert. Rupert was in second place just a few seconds ago. And now, all of a sudden, Magic's now up in the lead. So that's a hell of a shock to me. But Rupert looks like they've got a problem, as they let their teammate through pretty much. And they had to let Tiv Honey through in the tunnel section. So Progster's a little way back, but looks like Rupert, do they have any damage? They do. They have a whole front wing missing. So maybe that's why. Maybe Strong was interrupted with that. Strong got any damage? Strong's got some damage as well. So was there an incident there, or have they just had to react to Rupert's problem? Rupert also going into the pits to change their wing, and they get a 5-second penalty. Speeding in the pit lane, unfortunately, but we'll carry on with the race. Hopefully we can get a good result. And carry on. Level Light in 4th place right now. Strong in 3rd. Magic in 2nd. Gained already 2 seconds onto Sebok. Sebok, extremely old tyres, but right now quite a quiet race. But Magic, can we see if Magic can see Sebok himself? They can in the distance, and they'll know. They'll be able to see how quickly they are gaining. And we can see that now. We'll just watch on ahead. We see Magic, who's got the most pace, pole position for Magic, and well, a bit of a up and down race, but they've managed to gain very nicely. Can they see Sebok yet? They can't. Sebok is just a bit too far away, and now they can see Sebok, so they're gaining super quickly. Meanwhile, Hardcore goes and gets a 5-second penalty, unfortunately, for speeding in the pit lane. So they've gone into the pits, actually. That's going to be interesting to see. And you can just see how quickly Magic is gaining. He's now only 2.5 seconds. And now 2 seconds. Wow, okay, so he's gaining so quickly on Sebok. Yeah, he is on 13-lap-old tyres now. So this could prove to be difficult. That's going to be if I can count. That 22 lap old tyres on the medium, so they're going to be extremely slow later on. So it's either going to be good for Sebok, if Sebok can put some soft tyres on and get a fastest lap as well, or Progs' one to watch, as they will have a very good strategy later on in the race. Meanwhile, okay, I think that's a lap car. Yeah, that's a lap Ferrari of Igapro behind. I thought Igapro managed to make his way up into 7th, but I don't think he has. So interesting to see. And we carry on with the race right now. So, Progs are in 6th place. Gaining very nicely as Tiff Honey, Level Light and Strong are all very close. Will anyone be going for a move shortly? And actually, I want to quickly look at Magic and Sebok. Magic and Sebok. Wow. Okay, so they're super close now. Can Magic make a move? He goes for a look to see what you can do, but is a bit too far away. Can we see a move shortly? They're so close together. And I think it's inevitable. And a lock up from Sebok. And here goes Magic. Oh, that was very interesting. I think Magic had to back off there just in case Sebok pitted. But it's going to pretty much go for it for sure. He's going to take the outside line. How's this going to go? Oh, Sebok manages to keep it, and he's got a better run. I thought Magic would have a better run, but he had a bit of a drift. I thought it was going to go into the wall there, but a very nice save from Magic as Magic's braking super late, just missing the wall, and now they're slowing down a bit. Sebok just managed to fend off, and well, we'll see. This battle is very interesting, but we just want to quickly look back over here, and it looks like Progs is very close now. I think Level Light's lost the position to Tiff Honey. Strong's in the pits, so that means Tiff Honey's been able to obtain 3rd place, and Level Light's moved down. And well, Progs is just going to have to wait, I think, and they might be able to get their chance shortly. I don't know if the guys ahead will have to pit at all again. I'm not sure. Maybe Strong's pitter strategy is a good idea or overall. Maybe they're going to have a nice advantage, but I mean, Progs looks like they're on the golden strategy right now, but we'll see. And Progs has made a move on Level Light. Level Light has lost the position. They've damaged their wing as well, so that's interesting to see. But we're going to go on with Ball with Magic. Magic takes the position from Sebok. There's not much Sebok can do, and he's just going to have to back off there. And that's a hell of a shame for Sebok. Sebok's now just going to have to watch Magic drive off in the distance, and that's going to be heartbreak for Sebok. Unless Sebok can keep with him, I doubt he can though. 31 laps he's been on these on hard tyres even. So these tyres are going to either puncture or he's going to slide a lot, and it's going to be a very hard work to work with these. Very hard work to not actually slide into a wall, but we'll see. Has Sebok now realised, or did he wait until Magic went for a move and then decided to go into the pits? I think he's going to come out around where Strong is. We're just going to quickly look at that. The leader, gap between him and the leader. And they will come out in 4th place, I believe. Just ahead of Strong, I think. That's my prediction anyway, if they pit now. But we'll see as they go. I think they're probably a lot slower than Strong, as Strong is on the faster tyres, the soft tyres. Sebok still doesn't pit. Is Sebok going to try and finish the whole race? I think there's 5 or 6 laps. Is he going to try and finish the whole race? The whole race on these hard tyres? I suppose he's probably going to go for soft tyres on the last lap, but we'll see. We'll see. Can he get anything done? Strong. That's the fastest lap, I think. That's what I saw. Strong does set the fastest lap, so they're going to get an extra point. They will be currently with 11 points, so we'll see that shortly. But can we see any close battles? It looks like Rupert and Mario are fairly close, but I don't think there's going to be any chance for any moves. Currently, Rubert's on the faster tyres. I don't know about wing-wise, if they've got any damage. Doesn't look like Rubert's got damage. Mario doesn't either, I don't think. And Level Light is maybe had a bit of a bad race right now. They were in 3rd place and then they lost it to 4th and then 5th, I think. And oh, that's Level Light. Yeah, it's really struggling right now. And they've lost their wing. They've lost their end plate on the left and their, well, pretty much got an orange to red wing on the right. I think probably an orange wing. And it looks like they're going to go into the pits, and they will. And that's going to be a hell of a shame. And they're going to have to go into probably some more soft tyres. And we'll see. I think, yeah, they're going to be able to take a position ahead of Cisco. So they're not going to lose any positions. They could go for a fastest lap once again later on in the race as they use up their fuel. And their cars will get lighter, so they might be able to go for a fastest lap. But we'll see. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. So, looks like pretty much, well, Magic's pretty much running away with this win right now. Sebok still hasn't pitted. Will they go in? And they don't. They don't go in on this lap right now. But they do have a Toro Rosso right behind them and gaining at a very quick rate. So we'll see what happens to them. And closely behind that Toro Rosso is a Red Bull. So looks like Sebok could be dropping into 4th place shortly, but we'll see. 4 laps remaining of this race, 13 cars driving, and well, we've had a safety car, and we've had 2 or 3 VSCs. They're interesting to see, but we carry on. It looks like Magic is just gaining. He just extended the gap by another second on this lap, so that's very impressive. As Sebok, actually, you can see Sebok's teammate ahead, just ahead. I think they're going to be lapping their teammate very shortly. But we just want to quickly go back up to the battles. And we see a battle with Rubert and Mario. And I think Rubert's actually just lost a bit of time to Mario there. So I thought there was a very close gap, but I don't think there is anymore. But you can see how close Tiff Honey is to the back of Sebok. And can they make a move now? Can they go for a move? It's going to be interesting. Can they get it done? And they're going to have to back off and wait for probably another lap. Maybe get it done after the tunnel section. But they'll have to wait and see, as they've got pressure right behind them and right ahead. So Progs is going to have to take caution as he sees the 2 cars battling ahead. Or make a move. We'll see. PJ unfortunately disconnecting from the session there. Magic's disconnected from the session also. The race leader has disconnected from the session. Okay. Hopefully we can see them gain back again. I don't think they're going to be losing there. That's Sebok left the session. Okay, looks like there's a big connection issue. No way Sebok is going all the way in fast. I'm his engineer. Okay. Wow, okay. So he is going for the whole way, and Sebok's rejoined the race, and hopefully they can take control of their car again. They've actually lost a position there to the back of Tea of Honey because of those issues. And they do take their car back, but they've lost a position. Magic goes into the pits after... I think they've got their car back. I hope they've got their car back, otherwise they've just lost the race win. We'll see as they go back on the track. And they haven't got their car back, so they've lost the race win to that. So that's going to be treated as a mechanical issue. And we see now, Tea of Honey looks like they're going to take the win for this Grand Prix. Sebok currently in 2nd place. Progster just behind. Progster on a pretty good strategy, but I don't think they're going to be able to take the win in the end anyway after this. So, wow. What a change to the end of the race. Magic had to pit. I don't know why. Oh, and they haven't even changed their tyre. And that's a Ferrari. That's the Ferrari off. That's Spin from Pro again. Spin from Pro. I don't know if they spun again, but they did spin. And they've crashed. Oh, God. Okay. Wow. They've lost their whole front wing, so they're probably not going to be able to go. I don't know if they're going to. I don't know if they're going to go and pit. We'll see what the gap is between them and Hardcore, and they might be able to go into the pits and get a front wing. It looks like they will. But I just want to quickly look, and that... Oh, Sebok's made a move. Sebok's made a move. Oh, no, Progs made a move on Sebok even, and Sebok's very close behind. Can he get anything done? I don't think he is. He's slower, but he's doing well on these 37-lap-old tyres on the last lap of the Monaco Grand Prix. What a legend on the 37-lap-old tyres. What a legend. What? How is this working? If he gets a puncher right now, that's going to be a hell of a shame for him. But it looks like Tiffany, as long as they don't have any time penalties, it looks like Tiffany's going to take his first win of the season after battling for many, many race wins of this first season here. It looks like he's going to take it back to his old self, winning Grand Prix. Can he secure it? It looks like he's going to do it. He's taking the lead into the last few corners and round the final corner. And Tiffany wins the Monaco GP. What a race. I did not expect him to win after the race we had, but he managed to get it done when it counted on the last few laps. But Progster had less time penalties than Tiffany did. So Progster is your race winner. Progster wins the... wins the Monaco Grand Prix. That's pretty impressive after he managed to take it. Tiffany crosses the line first, but unfortunately gets time penalties and is demoted into second place. So what a heartbreak for Tiffany, but what a victory for Progster there. Sebok did very nicely to secure third place on 38-lap-old tyres. Wow, that is impressive. That's got to be a record for sure. That is very impressive. Magic, unfortunately, loses out a few positions onto fourth. We'll investigate what happened with them. I don't know if they had a disconnection issue or if they managed to get back to the race, but they lost a position. And it looks like they've unfortunately lost the race win. But Progster takes the win for the Monaco GP round 6 of the LSI F1 Championship. What a man, what a race. Wow, okay, that's incredible. How did he do that? He was in second place, and it looks like Magic was able to take it. And after this night race at Monaco, everybody switching around, and unfortunately... Magic did lose the race win, but Progster's teammate managed to secure that for the team. So very nicely done from Progster. Progster wins the Monaco GP. Tiffany just behind in second place. Sebok in third. Very nicely done. Magic in fourth. Strong, Mario, Rubert, Level Light, Cisco, Iger Pro, Hardcore, PJ the second, and Good Night, Arkin and Vibes all DNFing from the Grand Prix. We're just going to quickly check who got fastest lap. And it looks like a 1:11 from Strong. No, 1:10 from Level Light. So what a lap from Level Light. So very nicely done from Level Light. So that has been your Monaco GP. Round 6. That's... Wow. Okay, that's an incredible race. I just want to say, don't go anywhere, because we'll be straight back with the race interviews. And, well, we're just going to get ready, and hopefully we can see a few drivers. So I will be back with you shortly in, well, I don't know, 1 minute. So I'll see you then. Hello and welcome back to the Monaco GP, the LSI F1 Championship. We're here today with the post-race interviews just after that race. Very eventful, and well, we've got quite a few guys to interview right now, so we're going to have to try and be as quick as we can. But we will start with Vibes. Vibes, unfortunately, DNF'd from the race earlier on their debut for Ferrari. Well, what happened, Vibes? I didn't quite see what happened.
So turn 1, I saw Ruber jump the start, and then I kind of got messed up a little bit, and I got delayed at the start. Mario passed me. Then he closed Sebok into the wall. And then I hit Sebok and got sent spinning around by someone else, but I don't remember who.
Right.
And then later on in the lap, since I had red front wing, I locked up the brakes and hit the wall.
That is a hell of a shame. So
Yeah.
that was pretty much your race over then, and well, it was your race over. And well, I just want to quickly talk about qualifying then. How did that go for you?
Better than I expected.
Where did you qualify?
P6.
P6, very nice. Very, very nice. You out qualified your teammate, Pro. Very nicely
Yep.
done. For your debut at Ferrari, very impressive. I mean, well, I think that's pretty much it for you. As well, did you do 2 laps or
A half a lap.
Well, thank you very much for that vibes. Unfortunately, it didn't go your way today, and hopefully we can see your good results back in it's Canada next, isn't it? Hopefully we can see you there and do well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh wait, explain your race in 3 words. Oh, I
I
think.
feel like
Pardon?
Charles.
Pardon?
I feel like Charles in 2019.
Very well done. Thank you very much for that. And we'll see you very shortly for well, F2 race tomorrow. So good luck with that. And as we move on to the next driver, which is PJ. PJ, I can't remember what position you got, but P12. Okay. What was your intake on the race?
Yeah, the first lap was horrible because I think everyone just tried to live, but unfortunately I didn't have the chance to live.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, and I think I had 5 pit stops, so I hate this track.
Yeah, it was a very tough race for everyone. Just going to go straight into qualifying. How did that go for you?
I think my lap was good, but not extremely good. So it was okay. It could be better, but yeah, it's Monaco.
Yeah, it was very difficult. Just talking about the safety car, how did that work out for you?
The first safety car was very helpful because I had to change my wing, and yeah, I was right up to the guy's neck. But the virtual safety car didn't help me because it just I had no chance to get to the guys in front of me closer. So yeah.
That's a hell of a shame. Well, thank you very much for that. Can you describe your race in 3 words?
Horrible, terrifying, and bored. Like always.
Thank you very much, PJ. Thank you
What a
very much for
pleasure.
the effort, and yeah, it's been great to see you again. I hope you can get better luck next time in Canada.
Thanks.
And as we move on to the next driver, it will be Level Light. Level Light
Yep.
is here.
Hello.
They got was it 6?
P8.
P8. Oh, okay. P8 in the end. After a bit of a difficult race, they were in the top 3 for a bit and then had a few issues. What was your intake on the race? Thank you for the follow, by the way.
At first I had a really good qualifying, P3. Could have been maybe 2 times faster, but it's Monaco, so you can't get a full clean lap. So then the start was nice. Tibavani passed me, but he must go to the pits because he had front wing damage. And then we got held up by Sebag because a driver was in front of him and he was really slow. And then in the Nouvelle chicane, the race winner Proxa or who was it? I don't know. Was right behind him and must brake because they were slow and I couldn't react fast enough, and that's why I had my first front wing damage. And every time I get a front wing damage here, there will be more. It's like I don't know.
A domino effect.
Yeah,
Chain
yeah.
reaction. How did the safety cars work out for you?
Pretty nice. Could stay out a bit longer with the soft tire. So yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Explain your race in 3 words.
No front wing.
Thank you very much for that, Level Light. Hopefully we can see a better race for you next time around. Unfortunately, that was a bit
Yeah.
of a tricky one today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As we move on to our next driver, which is next. I think it is Magic. So Magic P4 or P5?
I have no idea.
I will check that for you, but how was your race overall?
It was great until a certain Steam issue kicked me out of the game. But yeah, I mean, I cannot complain. I really thoroughly enjoyed the race. It was great until a certain couldn't enjoy Monaco
Steam
anymore.
issue.
I think.
Wow. Okay. It's a very difficult race. Sorry about that. My stream just do that. But yeah, it's very difficult. Unfortunately, you're just gonna have to treat that as a mechanical failure. Can't do anything about that. Not anymore, according to our current rules. So
Right.
that is it's gonna be a heartbreak for you, and lost the win of the Monaco GP. So that's a hell of a shame. I mean, we'll look to what happens. We'll look to what happened. But that's a hell of a shame. Just going to quickly go into qualifying. What was that like for you?
I don't know. It's quite difficult qualifying with more than 15 people on the track. I think 2 of my runs got blocked by someone, but other than that, the other 2 runs I did were pretty much perfect or almost perfect, and yeah, I couldn't complain too much.
Very nice. Well, interesting race. You had such extreme pace. I don't know how you did it. You were a rightful winner, but unfortunately, well, the computer and you could say your engine just ended up failing you and well, denied you that race win. I'm not sure what the points are right now, but Zebok's very close to you in the championship right now. Very close. So
I can imagine.
yeah. So we will check that later on and we'll update everyone in the Discord server as soon as we can. Thank you very much for that, though, Magic. Can you describe your race in 3 words?
Good until crash.
Wow, okay. Thank you very much for that. And I hope we can get some more luck from you next time around in
Canada, right?
Canada. Yeah. Thank you very much for that, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, cheers, bye.
And we move on to our next driver. Third place was Sebok, the Finnish driver in the Renault. What a drive on those hard tyres. Very interesting. And, well, unfortunately, he just lost out on the win, but that was very, very impressive. How did it go for you overall?
The first lap destroyed, but also fixed everything. So technically the strategy was good to be to the hards. I don't know how I could have won it differently. Because starting to think, because I don't know how I could have won it the other way around if I would have not crashed. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think this was the better strategy, except
Yeah.
when the virtual safety car came some lap. So then I should have when the virtual safety car came out, I strip pitted, I believe, because then I would have been on the same strategy as they, and I would be leading. So I think that way I could have won. But I want to thank everybody who was with me on the fight to P1 podium, which was Vibes, Beagles, Goodnight, and Cisco. They all were supporting me in the best way they could, and I want to say thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. I know you had your few race engineers and usually join a call with the other guys, so that will have hopefully helped you out a bit. How was qualifying? Just jump in there quick.
I was disappointed. I think I could have gone faster, but I'm happy with the position. And I think because I messed up my second lap, where I was purple sector 1 and sector 2 with like a tenth. But I don't know if it would have been pole in the end. Because Magic really dominated the quali. I don't know how much hours he wasted of his lifetime into that.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for that, Sebok. Been a great race. Very gripping, and I don't believe it. It's very impressive at 38 laps on those tires. How would you describe your race in 3 words?
38 laps.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Sebok, and we will see you very, very shortly for the Canadian GP. Hopefully, we can see you at the top there. Thank you very much. And as we move on to our penultimate driver, Tiv Honey, almost taking the win for the race, and just missed out on the time penalties. What a shame! But how was it for you? What's your take on it?
The first rounds in the race, they were not pretty good because I had front wing damage, because Broxer did, in the first corner, broke hard, and I drove into him. And after that, it was a pretty good race. And P2, yes.
Yeah, very
Pretty
nice.
good.
How
But
was
in the
qualifying
end,
for you?
the qualifying was not pretty good, but P4, it's enough.
Yeah, that's
for me.
all right. Just want to quickly look at the safety cars. How were they for you? Did they help? Did they not help?
Yes, they helped me a lot.
Very
lot.
nice.
Because,
So,
in the end, I had a little bit front wing damage because Mario pushed me into the wall. Yeah, and then maybe that was the damage that. How can I say that?
maybe that was the damage that cost you the race.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, sir. That's a hell of a shame for you, a heartbreak moment, but, well, you're so close to taking the first win of the season. And, well, the most eventful races of all time, really. Thank you very much. It's been an amazing race, and, well, I hope you can have a bit more luck in the next race, but you did very well, so thank you very much, and we'll see you next time in Canada.
Okay.
And as we move on to our third and not third and final, our final driver of the night managed to take the win for the Monaco GP, and well, how did he do it? I don't know. He managed to get a great strategy and then eventually get close enough to the back of Tiv Honey and take that win. Frogzer is your race winner. What's your thoughts on it?
Well, I had a really good first stint on the softs, and then a few good laps on the mediums. I was always behind Cyborg, but then I outbraked myself, lost my wing, had to change it, and had to just push through to hope to get to team with Handy, and maybe take P6, P7. But then, as it all unfolded, I got the win.
Very nicely done. Just quickly go into qualifying. How's that for you?
Really bad. I did about half an hour before the race. I did a 8.8 in qualifying, single player, and then in my second lap I got blocked in the last corner where I was, I think, 5 tenths up. And in the last lap I only managed to go 3 tenths faster than my first lap. but it was still P2, so that's enough.
That's, well, very interesting. Thank you very much for that. That was crazy, crazy, crazy. I just want to quickly ask, how were the safety cars? Did they help? Did they not?
But they didn't matter for me because I was never in a position to pit under them.
Oh, very nice. So, pretty much a solid race from you. P2 up into P1 finally took your first race win of the season. Thank you very much. One last question. How would you describe your race in 3 words?
I'm totally dead. That was.
Thank you very much.
I'm finished. Thanks.
Thank you very much. And we'll see you very shortly for the Canadian GP. Hope you can carry on your momentum next time there.
Me too.
Thank you very much. And well, that's been the Monaco GP. Red Bull currently carry on with that lead in the championship, I believe. But well, I don't know. I don't know if the same can be said for Magic. So third place would have been 15 points, and Magic was around. And I think Magic will keep the championship lead right now. I'm pretty sure he will, but it's very close now. I think it's a matter of, it's not even in the 10-point zone. I think they're very, very close together. So it's going to be interesting at the next race in Canada, where I don't think we actually saw any of the drivers last time around in Season 2 to drive there. Sebok wasn't in the league at the time, and I don't know if Magic did or not. I think they might have, but they didn't have a great race. Thanks, mate. Great work. See you in Canada. Thank you very much. It's been really nice to see you here, and I see that you've helped out the other drivers. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time, hopefully. And well, I'll finish there. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Thank you everyone who's involved in the race. It's been really incredible. I want to say well done to Cisco for getting back in the car and managing to take, I don't know, get back racing this week. It's been incredible to see from them. So thank you very much for your effort. And well, thank you very, very much. And well, we'll see you next time at Canada. Next Friday. See you on the LSI, leagues tomorrow at 6 p.m. BST, 7 p.m. DST until the end of the F2 race, and then again at 8:30 p.m. BST at Spain for the F1.5 race at Hungary in F2 and Spain in F1.5. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you very shortly. Good night.